This is the fourth video of Ukweli Wetu, and I must confess this has been a very difficult video to create, and difficult in the sense that I wasn't sure what I wanted to put up. I didn't know if I want to say a little bit about myself personally in relation to this offering of Ukweli Wetu, and I said, you know what, I just have to be honest. And so my questions have been especially about how do we maintain a sense of well-being in the face of physical, emotional, spiritual, and sexual attacks. And I think about how do we keep ourselves going when we are told that the bodies that we have, the hair, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the broadness of our hips, the structures of our breasts, that what we have is not aesthetically appealing, when we are told that what comes most natural to ourselves is wrong, that God does not love us, that if we don't repent and change our ways, that we will forever be trapped in hell. How do we keep ourselves from moving forward when what comes most natural to ourselves, how we choose to love, whom we choose to love, is a direct contradiction to what we've always been told about ourselves? How do we do that? How do we do that? And for me, honestly, it is only now in my mid-30s that I am starting to see the adverse effects of this type of trauma. And I think we as Black, brown people, just even without having to talk about the issues of our own choice of lovers, we are always consistently experiencing some form of post-traumatic stress syndrome, I think, just by virtue of being born in this continent, knowing our history, knowing that we are still experiencing the ravages of colonialism and now neocolonialism and globalization, that those of us who live in the West, as these bodies that we have, are experiencing some form of severing of our spirits. We may not have come during the experience of Ma'afa, but we still in some way caught up in that space. And that's even without talking about issues of being gay, lesbian, transgender, or bisexual, just by being Black or brown. And so I think we have to consistently remind ourselves that we are an expression of love, that who we are, who we choose to be, whom we choose to love is good, is divine, that Jesus, Muhammad, Krishna, whatever religious background that we've been raised, that all these things lead to the experience of love. I'm not really trying to preach. That is not my pulpit, but I know that if I had been taught this, if I had been raised to see myself as this, as love, I believe wholeheartedly that a lot of the choices I have made and situations I've put myself in would not have happened. But I think also it is because we as a people in this lifetime are taught to trust the things that we do not understand, are taught to look away at the things that are different, the things that are not familiar. And so it's no wonder that when we grow up, we turn ourselves into these pillars of unshed tears and hardened hearts and split spirits. So my message to you who gets a chance to see this video, and I think in a lot of ways to myself, is a reminder that the love that we seek is a love that we already have in ourselves, and that we may not feel loved in our own individual lives, but remember that you are love, that you make sense, that you are a manifestation of all that is divine. And so I just wanted to share that with you and to say thank you, and I hope you're well. Good night.